Growing up without a natural father has been extremely rough. You usually have a natural father to teach you the ins and outs of life, give you words of wisdom, give you words of advice that would help you mold you and evolve you into a young man or a great young woman. Bishop's been such an inspirational figure in my life. I can be a testament of his great work and his passion for the young males and the young females and being a father figure in their life. During the time of my illness when I had cancer, he came in during those times and prayed for me. He gave me texts, he gave me phone calls, and during those phone calls and texts I can hear words of wisdom, encouragement that was just helped mold me into the young man that I am today. And it was those words of wisdom and those advice, really, just looking back, has just been such an inspiration. And I just want to say thank you, Bishop, for everything you've done in my life. And here at SCB, we just want to say Happy Father's Day.
Hello, Bishop Kibi. On behalf of the Women's Ministry, we want to say Happy Father's Day. You have been of a great blessing to many lives. Lives have transformed. Many who have been in this house have great testimonies for all that you've done for them. We appreciate you, and today, from our hearts, we want to say Happy Father's Day. And to one very important person in my life, Pastor said, D, I love you. Happy Father's Day. The boys say Happy Father's Day. God bless you and have a wonderful day.
I'm privileged to share a few words about Pastor Seth. I've been a member of ACV for a couple of years now. When I started ACV, I had so many issues. My life was stagnant and dormant. I actually didn't really know why my life was taking that course. And I remember Pastor Seth being one of the leaders in the church that really had time for me. There were many times that he sat down with me and really explained a lot of spiritual things to me, things that I was oblivious to in my life. There were many times that he would give me scriptures upon scriptures, and he would send me scriptures via text and call me on the phone and encourage me, and I really want to take this opportunity to say thank you to Pastor Seth. Another thing that I really admire about you, Pastor Seth, is your relationship with your family. I admire your friendship with your wife and your sons, your parental hold on your son. I'd like to take this opportunity to honor Pastor Seth on this Father's Day. Pastor Seth, may the Lord elevate you above your fellows. May He give you a place among the standing. May the wealth of the nations come to you like a flooding stream. May the Lord increase you from left to right. And may the Lord grant you peace in this land. Jesus!
One of the greatest things of being a father is also to add the positiveness to the society. Most kids grew up without fathers in their lives, and sometimes people forget the roles and responsibilities of being a father. Your presence alone carries protection. When the kids know their father, they can speak to you, they can come to you. And also there's just so much sacrifice that involves being a father, not the financial aspect, just the labor, the sleepless nights. The days that you have to sacrifice instead of you going out with your buddies or going to a wedding to stay home with your sick child. And half the time as you are nursing the children, you yourself get sick. But it's all part of being a father. But it's just one of those things that you can never trade for anything. And one thing I see when I go out, I see a bunch of kids and they don't have fathers, you can tell. The way they behave, the way they act. And there's some of them that do have fathers, and the fathers just totally ignore it because they don't even know what being a father is. So I remember praying to God, I said, Father, in order for me to be a good father, why don't you please just, give me the spirit of wisdom, the spirit of understanding, the spirit of patience, the spirit of love. Because you have to be able to, discipline your kids with love, but at the same time you have to also understand them that they're a child, they're toddlers, they're babies. Because half the time when they do stuff, you get angry, you want to scream and yell at them, but you have to put yourself in their shoes, and you'll be surprised the kind of feelings you get. One thing that my daughter Zara does now is, and sometimes we'll be in the house and out of nowhere she'll just start praying, break, Jesus, Jesus. And it's a constant reminder of what, you know, I told God, because she was born on a war cry night. I remember when my wife was in labor, we were streaming church, we were praying, you know, praying, and by the grace of God, everything went according to purpose. So at this point, when I see her walking around the house praying or smiling, it just brings joy to my heart. It only tells me that being a father is one of the greatest things that I could ever be. And I keep looking forward to the challenges, but one of the few things that have helped me that is very important is having patience, understanding, and wisdom. And that's one of the few things that encompasses the spirit of being a father.
On behalf of all the youth and young adults, I want to thank Minister Deepo Osuti. Thank you for being a father figure to us. Thank you for being a brother. Thank you for being an awesome role model to all of us. To me personally, thank you for affirming me and all of my sisters. Thank you for accepting us just the way that we are. Sometimes we can be a bit difficult, but you accept us just the way we are. And I really appreciate you for that. Thank you for showing us love. Thank you for always coming down at our level, meeting us right where we are. Sometimes that's really what we need. And I just want to say thank you on behalf of all of us. We love you so much. This tribute is to Minister Deepo Osuti.
On this day, I would like to wish Pastor Jeremy a happy Father's Day. You're a true leader and a true father figure to myself and the rest of the young men. On this day, rest yourself, kick back, relax. Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day, ACV fathers, ACV pastors, we love you all. I'm here to talk about Pastor David. I know he is a great man of God who has a lot of incredible wisdom when it comes to encouraging you, motivating you to do what you ought to do. It could be in the area of a relationship. Maybe you just need to say no and value yourself. It could be in the area of business. It could be in the area of your spiritual walk. He always has a word to give you. I want to say thank you on behalf of all the youth, all the young adults, all the singles, all the adults that you have impacted. We thank God for fathers like you. You don't have to be our biological father to be a father to us. We thank you for the time you take to speak into our lives. God bless you.
On behalf of my family, Selassie, me and Julius, we want to wish Pastor Matthew a happy Father's Day. He has been a father figure in the life of my children when they need a father. I quite remember when my kids were driving me nuts, crazy, and it's like I don't have anyone to talk to. When I approached him, he said to me, anytime you need me, call me. Even in the night, sometimes I will wake him up early in the morning just to talk, for him to talk to my kids. Pastor Matthew, I thank you for being a father figure in the life of my children. Me and my kids, we love you and we say thank you. Happy Father's Day!
Finding someone who defies nurture and nature, it's really difficult to come across, and I fortunately have found this in one person, and he's been my father, he's been a grandparent to my children, he's been an uncle and a father figure to my husband as well. The last 3 years has been crazy. I have had a chance to live with him, to learn from him, learn that he, though on the outside looks tough to everybody, is the biggest baby anyone could come across. And this person is none other than Pastor Daniel Mensah. I love you, I admire you, I thank you for your strength, I thank you for being a shoulder for me to cry on, I thank you for listening to my non-stop ranting, I thank you for teaching me how to be a good wife, a prayerful mom, I thank you for teaching me how to be a good friend. I also thank you for being in my life, for being a father, because I know I have needed a father figure in my life for the last 28 years of my life. And you came into my life in 2011 again after 5 years of not speaking, and you picked up right from where we left off. You've loved me unconditionally, you've applauded me, you've corrected me, but all in all teaching me that this path of God was worth it. And I'm grateful, and I'm the woman I am today because of you. I thank you, I love you, and today from your grandchildren, from my husband, from my family, I thank you and happy Father's Day.
Growing up as a young man, I did have my father there, but there were times when I wish he was there more. You know, as a young man and as a young boy, you always want your dad to be there for you for everything, no matter what the problem or the issues are. There were times when he weren't, but I appreciate the good times that he was there. In times and in life, I believe that father figures are so important, you know, because in this day and age, we have so many young men that are going to prison, going to jail. And it's not because they want to go, but there's no form of how do I put this, authority due to the lack of fatherhood or the lack of authority which comes from a male. They misbehave. We are the legacy that you're leaving. It's time for the fathers to take a stand so the next generation doesn't die.